Our speaker of the day, the counselors, Ashish Varghese. He is an advisor and the counselor of all the UAE universities. And next, Matthew Viju. He is a counselor of all Indian universities. So I don't take much time. So I'll just hand over the platform to Ashish and Mr. Viju. Please, the floor is yours.
So students from the science background, they not only can look into the MBBS program, they can even look into the pharmacy, dentistry, and so many other programs. So in UAE, that is in United Arab Emirates, there are mostly 7 universities, especially for the girls, namely Ras Al Khaimah Medical Health Sciences University, Ajman University, Gulf Medical University, Dubai Medical University of Girls, United Arab Emirates University, Mohammed bin Rashid Health Science University, and so forth. So these all universities, medicine program is a 6-year program, and that's termed as MD. In the Asian countries, it could be termed as MBBS, but when you're moving outside Asia, that's outside India, China, and so forth, it would be termed as MD program. These MD program, there is 2 years foundation, there is 2 years clinical, there is 2 years non-clinical rotation program. So that's a combination of 6 years. And this is including the internship program also. So apart from the medicine program, there are dentistry programs. That's quite a 5-year program. There are pharmacy programs. There are other health sciences program also. Health sciences program like speech therapy programs are there. Occupational therapy programs are there. Renal dialysis technician programs are there. These all are 4-year programs. So there are various aspects towards these programs. Those students who are not much looking towards the 6-year field, they could move towards the health sciences program. So with the health sciences program, there are various opportunities. All these programs are within the Ministry of Health and DHA capacity. So many of the students, they can please note down this particular website, that is wdoms.org. wdoms.org is the website for the World Doctors Organizations, which is accredited by World Health Organization. So whenever any student looks to study in any of the medical university programs, so students should find the university names in this particular website, wherein you will find the quota, you will find the accreditation, you will find the established date of that particular university, and so forth. Many of the students probably would be Indian-based students. Of course, Mr. Biju Varghese, he'll be looking towards the Indian universities. So the entry criteria is also, he would be telling you the baseline of that. In UAE, the entry criteria for most of the universities for the MD program would be, of course, IELTS 6, because MSAT is no more required now. They would look at physics, chemistry, biology. Some of the universities, they consider even maths also. But if you don't have maths as a subject, then you probably would be able to write a test for that, and then you would be able to qualify. So one is the IELTS. Next is the subject entry requirements. That is at least around 85 percentage above. If you're gaining in any of the 3 average subjects, then that would be fair enough. So RAC Medical University, that is the least, they are looking forward only for like around 75 percentage. But I would suggest you to keep your benchmark towards at least 85 percentage above. If you are looking at University of Sharjah, they take in students who are 90 percentage above. Mohammed bin Rashid Health Science University, they look at 95 percentage above. It keeps going. So the entry requirements towards that is important. Then there would be micro management interviews also. And once you clear all these, then only you would be eligible for a seat towards any of the UAE based universities. This is for medicine. More or less, it's quite similar for the dentistry program, for the pharmacy program, for the health sciences program also. Now, any of these programs, there might not be exchange programs. that you might have heard about in other capacity programs like the engineering stream or so. So all these programs has to be completed in the respective university. For example, Gulf Medical University, they have pathway medicine program. So pathway medicine program means it is a 3 years in UAE and 3 years in a foreign country. 3 years in the foreign country, they are having multiple associations with universities in Italy, university in Armenia, university in UK. So that is also one of the proposition which many of the students they look at. The reason being, the students want to study the medicine program in UAE. So, to this, if any students are having any questions, surely you can ask regarding the medicine, the health sciences program. If you are having any questions, you can just put it in the chat box. I would be happy to answer. Fine. Students can take their own time, so that's okay. Uh, I guess there are some students who are looking towards the engineering stream, the computing stream. Is that so, Russell sir? Sir, your mic is mute.
Yeah, there are students.
Okay. So there is one question from here that is there any chances of scholarship? So what you have to understand is in any of the universities in UAE, the medical universities, the batch size or the seat size is like around 120 seats in any particular university. So they do not look for scholarships. For example, Russell Kema Medical Health Sciences University, their annual fee starts from 130,000 dirhams. Gulf Medical University, their fee starts from like around 150,000 dirhams or so. So it keeps going. I can share you all the fee structures also. But scholarship would not be possible. But for the pathway degree program, that is a 3+3 pathway degree program for medicine, scholarship would be possible. I think it's like around 10 to 15 percentage based on your academic merit scores. I hope that answers your question. Yes. So, just 5 minutes more. I will touch base towards the computing stream as well as the engineering stream also. So, computing stream, the engineering stream, there are various propositions towards that, but the base element is you have to have maths, physics, chemistry. Now, there would be some of the students who did not choose maths as some of the major subject, but they are studying the other science subjects and they want to uh, perform in the field of data sciences, blockchain, artificial intelligence, and so forth. There are possibilities, but not all the UAE universities would be accepting that. Some of the UAE universities, they would be telling you to write a mathematics test or do a foundation program. That would be like around 3 to 4 weeks of foundation program, and then you can clear that, and then you can apply for the BSc program for the data sciences of AI. But to my understanding, I would not suggest you to look into that particular field as majors, but I would suggest you to look that as a minors because these particular fields are always evolving fields. And many of the universities, they have set curriculum that they already have. So this evolving curriculum has to be always on the toes that you have to learn. So in an institution, these curriculums that you would be studying, they might not have been updated in the near 2 or 3 years, but the AI or the blockchain system is always getting evaluated and getting updated. So it's very important for you to always look to what is the university's forefront, how updated their pedagogy or their curriculum goes with in the following years. So the entry requirements are more or less same, but many of the universities they do offer scholarships. If you are looking for scholarships, NYU-AD is a very good university. New York University in Abu Dhabi. If you are looking towards that university, and you should look towards that university for these programs, you have to apply through Common App, which Russell sir would be able to help you through. LORs, the personal statements, everything should be in place. The predictive scores also. Khalifa University also does has these all universities you would stand a chance to get 100% scholarship. There are some of my students studying over there, and there are many of your seniors also studying in these particular universities. So that should be one of your benchmark. So I would rest for the time over here. If you are having any queries, you can surely put it in the chat box. Now I pass it on to Mr. Bichu Verghese. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashish. Thank you, the Vice Principal, and of course, the Career Counselor, Dr. Russell sir, for giving us a session to interact with your students. Okay. So, as Ashish explained to you, the UAE side, how the medical engineering, almost all the careers, how we can fetch into. Okay, now I would like to express the notes on how the India is working about. I think most of them are looking for, especially for the MBBS part. First of all, they are looking to Indian MBBS admission part. So for that, they have to check into some parameters like, as you know, that the NEET is mandatory for the students to complete to get into the MBBS process. The NEET, the exam application dates, you have to very much, that is going to be very near January, and almost in before February there, you have to apply for the NEET examination. Okay, then the exam are going to come on May last year, the May 5th. I don't know how many of them, how many students know how many students are writing last year the NEET examination. The NEET examination, almost 23 lakh students has written the examination last year. And out of that, 50 percentage, they are putting a benchmark like 50 percentage are going to be eligible. That means out of 720, 144 was the score you have to get minimum. That's if you secured 144, the mark if you secured, then you are eligible for apply to MBBS in India or outside also, if you are going for the foreign countries also. Then if you have to come back to India, of course, you know, you have to write NEET examination. You have to clear the minimum criteria. Okay. But unfortunately, India is having almost all the universities, considering almost all the universities in India is considering 1,27,000, 20,000 seats are there. You know that out of this, how many is clear writing the examination, and how many is got, how many of them are fetching their benchmark score. Around more than 11.5 lakh students are eligible for that. Then of course, then that you have to very much careful while going for your counseling part means allotment, we used to say. At that time, you have to be very much, uh, you should know how to get into Indian universities and all. So, in that part, we are also trying to help the students nowadays. Okay, we from India itself, we are helping the students, those who are from anywhere of the world. From India, if you want to get into the admissions, that time you have to very much concentrate on how we can get into the colleges in India. Okay, especially a minimum score of up to 400 to 450 score, minute score also they can get into the admission part. But the thing is, you have to be very much clear about what kind of universities are in India. First of all, the government universities are there, of course. Then private management universities are there. Then deemed universities are there. So we are directly connected with SRM University, Chennai. That's deemed university. But the fees range, for example, I used to say, there you can apply through the NRI seats. But if you are taking the NRI through NRI seats in SRM college, SRM University, the fees is going to be more than 50,000 USD. Okay, but they are giving a provision to the students, if, especially Indian students, they can get into the admission through management seats also. Then almost 26,000 USD comes. But you have to get more than 400 NEET score on and above. Then only we can get into the almost all the deemed universities. Then so many criterias you have to look into while going for the counseling part. okay, of the after your NEET examination. That also we can explain to you later if you want to clear that out, or also I can give you exclusive sessions for that also. Okay, so that is the NEET examination. Then after and nowadays, India government is providing such a fabulous facility. I don't know how many of them are have visited the Sharjah Education Expo. Their India government is tie up with the IIT Kanpur project. This is Sati. If anybody wants to do the I NEET or JE or when CLAT, that kind of entrance examinations in India, even central university examinations, entrance examinations, the Sati is providing 100% free of cost. They're giving the entrance coaching for Indian competitive examinations. IIT Kanpur is providing such facilities to the students. You try to know all of this. We can give the detailed information about this also. Sati, how it's working and all. So we met with the IIT Kanpur director over in Sharjah Expo and all. We can give the information to the students also. How we can look into now, we can plan the entrance examinations for you. Okay. Anyway, that's the system for MBBS. Then, of course, majority are looking for, as Ashish said, engineering part also. There, if you are looking to JE main, that's dates are follow-ups now. That also you have to look into, then only you can get into the best colleges. If some of them are planning, and I know majority is planning for Kerala also, then you have to write the KEAM examination. Then B Farm D, and you have heard about B Farm. Again, you have to write KEAM. Then only we can get into the Kerala for the admissions for the B Farm options if you want to. Okay. Then KEAM is of course for the engineering part in Kerala. You have to again write it that. Then if you get the best score, you can get in the best colleges in Kerala itself. As you know, the IIT, NIT, then which colleges are coming in next level ranking? Of course, I used to say Christ, Bangalore, SRM, most of them are going for that. We are directly connected with. You can also, if you have any doubts regarding to this Indian admission part, you can contact us freely, no problem. Then, of course, then so many other degrees, allied degrees are there. BSc nursing options are there, connecting to medical. Then BA SLP, anesthesia, nowadays occupational therapy. These programs are available in India. For NRI seats itself, most of the colleges are providing the same fees, Indian fees to the NRI students. So this range are available. So many Indian universities are coming nowadays to UAE. So if you want to wish to know more about, we can help you get it, the admissions part and what are the criterias they are looking for. Now, almost all the universities, if you can secure 70% of your mark, then almost every university is giving up to 40%, sometimes 50% scholarship for the NRI students from here to India itself. Okay, so some of them are looking for IAMs. I know, or IAM is also going to start for the UG nowadays. Even IIT is started in Abu Dhabi here. Okay, so if you want to be in education sector, almost all the degrees are open to you. But only thing is you have to make sure you have to attend the competitive examinations for each and every. Entrance examinations and the dates and everything we can give to you in detail to you. Okay, but some of the deemed universities, especially SRM and all, they are not insist NRI students for their entrance examinations. So most of the programs, some of the programs they are having, but most of the programs they don't insist NRI students to write their entrance examinations and all. Then, of course, BDS. Again, you come to the BDS. As I said, B Farm. Okay, that and all you can look into the Indian side. Again, NEET examination wants to be clear. Then we have seen some of the students are looking for veterinary also. I have seen that veterinary programs. So if you want to be that kind of programs. Then veterinary in India, there is called veterinary college, private veterinary college, that is in Odisha, bordered with Andhra Pradesh. Centurion College, one of the best college I ever seen. I personally seen. If you want to look into the veterinary programs, you can see this. You can. I can share the details of the Centurion College also. That's all
Sorry to,
about.
sir,
If you have
sir,
any
sir,
doubts, yeah,
excuse me, sir, sorry to intervene because we have only 9 minutes and 13 seconds. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
think let's give the platform to the students. I think in chat box, many students have asked a lot of doubts
yeah, yeah.
regarding
Please,
medical and all. I think it's better we'll answer those.
can you read out the questions, please? I am joined from mobile.
It's
That's
in
why.
the chat box is given there.
Yeah,
Are all the major medical university in UAE NMC approved?
yeah. That has to be questions to Ashish.
Ashish,
I think.
Yes.
well,
All of
um,
the
yeah,
all of the
yeah.
UAE,
Yeah.
all
I
of the
think I think I
UAE,
think it is Ashish. You can just go to the chat box and answer those questions.
I will
First
do
is
that.
many UAE universities. Which was first one? Is appearing for IELTS prerequisites in universities in UAE. Please just answer those questions.
Surely, I have already responded that in the chat box.
Okay, yes, Manoj. Okay, correct. Yeah, come
Many
on.
of the
Yes.
UAE universities do accept the admission application if
Hmm.
your studies are from an English medium of instruction school. So some of the universities still will ask for IELTS. So it is always wise enough for you to write your IELTS during maybe your December or during after your board examination. So many of our students, what they do is they write SAT during the time of December. Grade 12 students, they write SAT, and after their board examination, they prepare for their IELTS. The reason why SAT is because not many of the universities they might ask you for this, but if you're having a good SAT score of maybe around 1200 above, then you get a chance for a scholarship. I hope that answers.
Yeah. Next one.
Yes. The next one is, are all the major medical universities in UAE MMC approved? Yes. Most of the universities are NMC approved itself. But if at all you want to study in India, then as Viju sir had told, you have to clear your NEET. Indian students have to clear their NEET and then only start their medical studies in UAE. And after graduating, go back to India and as the exit qualification, prepare for the FMG and it goes on for sir. I hope that answers the question. You can check this university listings in the which I can share it to Russell sir. Any further questions you may please ask.
One more question is there. You can. Okay, 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 right, yeah. Any other questions?
I've answered the first one. What are the chances of getting scholarships?
Uh, okay.
Is it better to
Percy.
pursue medical degree from India or abroad? Of course, what Viju sir had told that India there are shortage of medical seats. So that's why many of the students they move towards international areas. Of course, chance to study your MBBS or the MD program, speaking countries are there. Any of the English speaking countries, then your life is set. It's quite equivalent to you studying in India. But to study in any of the English speaking countries, of course, you have to write in US Assembly. In UK, you have to write UCAT. In Italy, you have to write IMAT and so forth. So after pursuing writing that also, your fees might become little expensive because to study in UK, you might at least have to spend like around 46,000 UK pounds. It's quite equivalent to the fees that is over here in UAE. So many of the students, that's the reason they look to study in abroad countries, maybe like Egypt or Georgia or China or Kyrgyzstan and so forth. There are some of the Indian universities who has opened up their branch campus in some of the countries like Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan also. of which we can surely share you the details. But again, to study over there, you have to write the NEET. But to summarize that question, it is always better to study in India. But if you don't get a chance for that, then you have to move towards an abroad country. Many of the students, what they do is, since they are not getting a seat to study in India, or else maybe the medical studies in UAE is quite expensive, what they do is they move towards a foreign country like the European countries, and then they move towards the UK or the US for their master's residency program by writing the PLAB or the USMLE respectively. So then what happens is, many of the students would be gaining a particular set of experience, as well as they will be getting a stipend also in that particular English country, and then they would be working. And then with that practice and that degree, you would be able to come back to UAE. You do not need to write MOH test or DHA, because there are a couple of many students who have done this. There are a couple of my friends also who have done this. So that is that. You just need to convert the licensing only. Is there any difference in value between Indian and foreign medical degree? Well, to understand that, I will just summarize it. When you are studying in a particular school and when your friend is studying in another particular school, it is quite that difference that you have to see. So, when you're studying in India, you are working on many of the patients and studying right from the fifth year onwards, or maybe from the early stage itself, from the third year during the clinical rotation. But when you're going to the foreign country, only during the internship time that you will be able to work with the patients with the help of the senior doctors. In UAE, that is happening only at the final year, not at the start of the year. In India, it is happening from the initial years itself. And that is how the Indian system and the foreign medical degree is much valued towards in the whole globe. The next question, which factor should I prioritize when choosing a medical college abroad? Of course, that is very important. The first thing that you have to check is whether that particular medical college is listed in WDOMS. Once that is listed, then the second thing that you have to see is whether is that listed in the MCI portal also. It's not necessary that all that is listed in WDOMS will be listed in MCI portal, because what happens is there are some of the countries, their medical programs, as in for example Malaysia, you can surely check this, or Iran and so forth, their internship opportunities are not there for Indian students or expat students. So when that opportunity you don't get according to MCI guidelines, if you are not having that, then you cannot come back to India, even though if you are having NEET qualified also, and to prepare for your FMC and qualify. So that is one of the factor that you have to look into. The other factor is the internship opportunities there, of course, but the capability of you to study the PLAB or else the USMLE. Many of the Georgian University, Kyrgyzstan University, many country university, they do offer the FMG coaching also within their MD program from the fourth year onwards. And that is also one of the priority that you have to check through. There are a couple of them. Since we are having shortage of time, we would rest over here. I can send you all these details through Russell sir, and they will share it across to you. Any other questions?
No, I think it is a time. I think just 1 minute. I think it is. We'll have a vote of thanks by Miss Sarah.
Good evening, everyone. Due to time limitation, I'll keep it short. First of all, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to Mr. Ashish, Career Counselor from the UAE, and Mr. Biju, Career Counselor from Indian University, for sharing their valuable insights and guiding us towards making informed career choices. A special thanks to Mr. Russell, sir, for the warm welcome and for setting the tone for this meaningful session. I also extend our sincere thanks to our Vice Principal, Dr. Abdul Rashid, sir,